Hey, sports fans, welcome. It is that time of the week again. It is Monday afternoon, time for the ProView Weekly Rundown. I am Josh Bear Trap Brown, as always, in the cave, Jason Southwest Pole.
What's up? What's
and
up?
Our man on assignment, Alden. Ball so hard, you want?
Thought I'd come back to Tampa Bay, Florida. You know, I think there's a big game going on here this week. I don't know. I'm here for the rain and sunshines.
Oh, yeah.
No, actually, I'm here. I'm here at Tampa Bay for
the
the
right?
Super Bowl. Yeah, for the Super Bowl of cricket.
Super Bowl. And everybody knows that it's Southampton versus India this year.
And you know what? That was no Pro Bowl this week. That was, you know, I don't want to. I think I could say that nobody missed the Pro Bowl this week, guys.
No, the Pro Bowl, I'm with you on that one. Nobody missed it at all because the past few years, it's just nobody plays anyway.
I turned it on and it was just a lot of buildup. So then I was just waiting and waiting. And by that time I was just too tired, but
Canceled
how was it?
Yeah, canceled it. They didn't even play it.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah, canceled.
Perfect.
I think, yeah, with just the risk, the amount of risk involved, I don't think it's not even worth it.
I mean, the Pro Bowl has gone downhill the past 10 years, and I mean, this one just would have been.
You can't play a competitive football all-star game.
Yeah, you
like,
can't.
You just can't. Like, I think you know what? They should still get the guys their jerseys, you know, and just make it an honor. You know what? Like, we don't necessarily need an all-star game. The people that we want to see in the all-star game anyway are usually playing in the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
it's a stat. Every time people pull it up, it's like 5-time Pro Bowler. I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. It's still an honor.
They still get the honors.
So like, give them the jersey, give them the custom jersey for that year.
Write it down.
Give them a plaque, and you know, I mean, I can't even remember like one Pro Bowl moment my whole life besides when the girl from here came out or went onto the field and danced around with the New Mexico flag. Remember that?
I remember that one.
Years ago.
Yeah.
That's my only Pro Bowl memory. Besides like the skill challenges.
The skills challenge, bring those back, dude. The skills
like
challenge.
those ones are fun.
You know what
I
I'd
like
to see?
the dodgeball. Dodgeball with Russell Wilson's
Dodgeball or
insane.
Go mix the two. American Gladiators, NFL Pro Bowl. Put them on the Eliminator, all of them, or any of them on that, you know, where they're throwing nerfs at the guy sitting there shooting them with tennis balls or something. Like, let's make it interesting. 80s American Gladiators, mix those events for the Pro Bowl.
Strictly 80s Joel.
That'd be great.
That's how you do it. You don't need a game. You don't need two-hand touch 7-on-7 with a couple linemen in there. I mean,
no.
The game is garbage from later.
Yeah.
Nobody watches it. They stopped going to Hawaii. That's what most of the players went for anyway. It's
exactly.
Game's
it's
in
a
Hawaii,
vacation.
we're going. Now that it's in Orlando or wherever they decide to stick it, no players want to go to that. So, yeah, like Alden said, nobody missed anything because nobody misses it.
Well, and that brings on to my hype or not hype, where you know, we're going to talk about a game that definitely isn't going to get canceled this week. Also Harvard University. So this week for my picks, for my top 5, I decided to do Super Bowl performances. And the criteria was you at least had to play in 2 Super Bowl games, so no Phil Simms or Doug Williams for all you guys looking for those guys to, or even Steve Young, Josh. But so let's dive into my top 5 Super Bowl players. So, you know what? I'm going to go number 5, Eli Manning. You know what? You wouldn't want to have this guy any other time except Super Bowl Sunday. Taking down Tom Brady and the New England Patriots twice with 2 of the most spectacular plays in Super Bowl history itself. The Mario Manningham catch on the sidelines and the David Tyree catch in both of those games. I'm not saying that this makes him an elite player, like a Hall of Fame player, but on Super Bowl Sunday, whatever usually happens with Eli Manning in a game didn't happen on these 2 Sundays.
Those are the worst words in sports history right there. 2-time Super Bowl champion Eli Manning. Like, those make me want to throw up, but you're right. I mean, he is one of the worst statistic quarterbacks in the regular season, even in the playoffs. But if he gets to the big game, he wins.
Yeah.
Like where Jim Kelly got to 4 in a row, couldn't win it. If Eli Manning gets there, he wins for some reason, and he wins MVP. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
he doesn't deserve any of them, but hey, actually he does because he was in the game and he threw up that pass. I guess so.
Can't hate on it.
You know,
Can't hate on it.
and you know what? And also too, like I like to put him in this list because you know what? Peyton Manning, a top 5 NFL quarterback of all time, living in that shadow. And you know what?
That is
and the other thing too is that Peyton lived in Brady's shadow for so many years. He won a Super Bowl before his big brother did, all-time top 5 quarterback.
If Peyton doesn't squeak that one out with the Broncos, I mean, he's forever living with, hey, Peyton, I got 2.
Yeah.
Eli still does have 2 Super Bowl MVPs over him because
Yeah,
I believe
exactly.
Von Miller got that.
And
that
Super Bowl
MVP
50.
for them. Yeah, so
So, you know what? I decided to show a little love towards Eli. He just retired, you know.
I'll get that with you.
But, yeah, Eli Manning, number 5.
Oh dang, that's a good number 5.
Oh, number 4. I'm excited for this one. Mile High Salute, baby!
I'll give you this one.
You know what? One of the single best statistical games in Super Bowl, rushing the ball in Super Bowl history. This one, where the picture's from the Green Bay Packers, scored 3 touchdowns, 170 yards rushing. I mean, that last touchdown was the easiest touchdown in Super Bowl history, but I won't get into that. But TD, my man, getting John. This one's for John. This one's for TD, man.
Yeah.
He had a concussion in the game. He had a migraine.
Couldn't see. That's what killed his career. But that people say that TD does not deserve a Hall of Fame acceptance, which he got in already. Woo! But, I mean, why not? He dominated. Oh, he didn't dominate long enough. Yeah, he did. He dominated 4 years, rushed for 2,000 yards, won 2 Super Bowls, one of those being an MVP. I am a Charger fan, and this man is a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, league MVP, Super Bowl MVP. I mean, the accolades just stack. And then what people don't always remember is that he even had a good game in the Falcons game where Elway, it was more, that Super Bowl was more on Elway, where he was throwing the ball all over the field. TD still got 100 yards.
Dude, man.
So
he's the man. He is overlooked. He is underrated. He is in the Hall of Fame for good reason. One of the best running backs in the history of the game. Just like Barry Sanders. What if he did get a full 10 years in?
Yeah, exactly.
Or a full 8 years in?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, then there's no question. But 4 years Hall of Famer, 2-time MVP or 2-time Super Bowl champion, league MVP, Super Bowl MVP.
Get him in there. Mile High Salute. Jay, what do you think about our
Mile
Terrell
High Salute?
Davis here in this top 5?
He was a great player. I looked up to him as a kid. Number 30. My mom still wears all my jerseys when I played for the Matadors. Yaffle, number 30. My locker, number 30. My wall, number 30.
You know what? And you know what? TD's one of those bring your lunch pail to work every day kind of guys. You know, this guy going undrafted. I mean, everybody's seen this, or well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people have seen that hit on the special teams in a preseason game. That really changed his whole career around. He lights up this guy on a kickoff. They say, hey, we should be giving this guy more reps. And you know what? He didn't have it easy even coming through Georgia. And you know what? TD's story, that just gets you into the top 5 right there. And let's go to number 3. Jerry Rice. I mean, I think you guys know who the next 2 players are going to be. But Jerry Rice, I was looking at some stats. He literally owns every receiving stat in the Super Bowl. Receptions, touchdowns. He has 8 touchdowns in the Super Bowl. The next best player has 3.
Dang.
So, I mean, that just speaks a lot. The guy who wrote the book on receiving stats, I mean, just in general, in league stats, regular season stats. I mean, this guy caught like 16 touchdowns one year in a 14 game season. Like,
Like, there might be flashier guys out there, faster guys, but there are not.
Pound for pound,
Yeah,
he
pound
might
for
be
pound,
the best
all
player
around.
all time.
Blocking, catching, running, yards after catch.
Yeah.
Just putting his body out there. Anywhere you wanted him to go, he would. I mean, Tyreek Hill is great, but he is, I mean, his claim to fame is toast.
Yeah.
He's toasting you outside, and P. Mahomes is just going to toss that ball up.
Yeah.
Jerry
it up.
Rice was going to work for it. His technique was great. Jerry Rice is the greatest wide receiver.
And then, like, what's also great too is like, I've seen some NFL specials on him where he would take guys from the Niners, Ricky Watters, T.O., all these guys he would take out training with him. A lot of those guys that would train with him would only do it once, and they would be dead. And they would just literally just be like, I'm not coming out here again. This guy's crazy. Like, that's how crazy he was with his work ethic. Paid off on the field. One of the all-time greats. And you know what? This is since I did put a Bronco in here, this picture is famously against the Broncos, where they beat them 55-10. So there is some unbiased in this top 5.
I mean, he was only 6'2". That's pretty.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, because he didn't go to a big school, he got drafted. There was a lot of questions within the Niners organization. Why are you taking this random D2 player in the first round of the NFL draft? And I mean, the Niners coming off a Super Bowl victory, and they drafted him, and Montana, and
Mississippi
then
Valley State.
Yep, and Steve Young, and I mean, he even made it with Rich Gannon in his later years with
Gannon.
the Raiders.
Yeah, he was with the Raiders there. Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
So, all-time performer Jerry Rice, number 3. And at number 2, Joe Montana. You know what? I will say this because I think we all know who's number 1 for sure on this list after this.
Yeah, Joe Montana.
His name might rhyme with Grady, but Joe Montana. You know what? There's something about going undefeated in title games, and this guy went 4-0 in the Super Bowls, and I was looking at his Super Bowl stats: 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
0 interceptions in the Super Bowl?
4 for 4?
And 4 for 4.
That's insane.
4-4,
and then-
three-time MVP.
Yeah, 3-time MVP, and you know what? He this picture is from when he did the drive, and he drove down the field and passed it to John Taylor, I think his name
Yep,
was,
that was John-
for the victory over the Cincinnati Bengals, and that was their
Bengals-
second Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I'm
the
pretty
Bengals
sure.
could not get past the Niners in that one. That was just, oh.
Yeah, and so you know what? And
That's
just
crazy.
I mean, before Brady, this guy was the greatest of all time, hands down.
That's crazy.
And you know what? He had like the Michael Jordan kind of effect in Super
that
Bowls.
killer instinct, man.
And it's just 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 4
Don't worry,
games.
y'all. We're gonna win this.
It's like if Joe's your quarterback on Super Bowl Sunday, you're gonna be real
just
real
like
happy
Eli.
guy. Yeah, exactly.
Except Montana was good his whole career.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's Joe Montana.
Joe Montana, number 2.
Number 2.
Greatest cornerback ever to play.
Number 1.
Terrific, Tommy.
Terrific, Tom. I like this picture that I grabbed too. All the Super Bowl victories. Look at all of those. I mean, just 6 Super Bowl championships. I mean, what else can you say? That's the only blemish is that he's lost 3 and he hasn't gone undefeated. But I will.
Well, he hasn't lost 3 yet. This is his 7th this year, so he could win. He could win his.
Well, I'm saying like total Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
in
yeah.
total, like he's been to. This will be his 10th, I'm pretty sure. So because he's lost 3. So I mean, but look at those. The greatest show on turf, starting off the dynasty, beating a very other good Super Bowl performer in Kurt Warner. I mean, Kurt Warner. I mean, and they just beat the Titans the year before, and Bledsoe goes down, and the legend begins. Tom Brady, and and then the next year, or a couple of years, or they went three-peat the first time, didn't they?
No, they never.
Or it was
three-peated.
3 out of 4
Yeah,
or
3
something
out of 4
like
they
that.
lost. Yeah.
So, and then they go into Carolina, or they play Carolina. John Casey sets Brady up by kicking it out of bounds and starts on the 40, but still gets out of Unitarian range and wins that game. The Eagles the first time with McNabb and T.O., the infamous McNabb throwing up at the end of the game. Did he go out the night before? Did he not? Who cares? The Patriots still win.
Dennis Rodman went. He done
Everybody
did
parties.
And yeah,
Super Bowl.
and I mean, the Seahawks, one of the most legendary Super Bowls ever, with the interception at the end by Malcolm Butler to seal that one. Marshawn, we still see you in that end zone,
Yeah,
buddy.
I mean,
And
scored.
and then after that, the epic, the only overtime in
meltdown.
Super Bowl history, with the comeback, the 28-3 or whatever it was, and they came back and won.
That's harsh.
And then
The
one of the
Rams.
more lackluster Super Bowls of all time, the last one, a beaten down Rams team.
Right.
There was
Todd Gurley.
there was one good pass to Gronk he made all game. That was like the biggest highlight of the
Yeah,
game.
that game was-
Edelman, I think Edelman won MVP because he broke the receptions record or something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
But
Little dink and dunk passes. He had
Yeah.
17 catches for 12 yards and 1 touchdown.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
That was a lackluster Super Bowl.
But you know, I mean, 6-3 in Super Bowls, reverse LeBron James, you know, with the
one.
record.
Going for number 7.
And now with number 7 with the new team, the Bucks.
Can he do it?
We'll see.
We'll see. Where are we at?
That's go Bucks.
Go Bucks. I'm
I'm on the Bucks bandwagon. I don't want to.
So yeah, well, I think we're going Bucks, and then Jay, weren't you going Chiefs?
I was
Or
going
did you
Chiefs.
change your mind?
Did you
Yeah,
have the
going
weekend
Chiefs.
still with
Yours-
the Chiefs?
Yep, still going Chiefs.
Still going Chiefs.
Didn't have time to change that, huh?
Nope.
All right.
Chiefs.
You know, Super Bowl Sunday, always a great time. Family, food, mainly just food because of COVID and all
COVID,
that.
family.
But
Yeah.
you know what?
Commercials.
What's the
Not
food?
commercials.
What's your food choices? What you going with?
Oh, man.
Wings?
Super Bowl queso. You
Burgers?
do it up right. Oh, a little queso dip with green chili, some special spices.
See, I'm from the school of thought people always make divisions in food, and I'm just like, why can't we just have both?
Can't.
It's
oh,
Super
yeah.
Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, everything.
You know, who cares if you have nachos, wings,
Yeah, everything.
pizza?
Bring it all.
You know, just bring everything.
Mix
Bring
them all
your
together.
specialty. Yeah.
Instead of using ranch to dip your pizza in, that's when you dip it in your queso dip with the green chili. You throw a little everything on top.
You
I feel
pick
like
any bag of
wings-
chips, it's not going to be a bad decision.
Nope.
You
Big
know?
bag.
Anything.
Wings? I feel like wings are like a must for some reason.
Oh yeah, wings are always good. Any
Wings
kind of
and pizza.
soda.
Soda.
Put your sodas around.
You know, we got ourselves a full 10 minutes.
10 full minutes.
What's up?
You want to go?
Let's pay some bills.
Pay some bills. Go check out a 2000. What do we got? A top 10 we can look at from the thing.
We got 2019.
Maybe looking at some good news for high school sports. Maybe this will get you in the mood. We'll talk about it on the other side.
Let's say a prayer to all the high school
Hey,
sports.
keep it up. Cautious optimism.
Watson, though, goes all the way.
Hit the deck, I should say. Cordova tried to throw it off. Romero, a three for...
Set out to Jude Toppy. Nice move behind his back. It's a good. Here's Ramos. Step back. High arcing. Playing it. So he needed to get his legs back under him. Ooh, little kick.
Up high, down hard for Akbayelsi. Out of the corner, Casals, the 3-0, Katenge! Let me clean up the mess. He dropped out of the rafters for that one, Steve.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Hey, welcome back, sports fans. So there was
Welcome
big
back,
news this
sports
morning.
fans.
Big news this morning. Well, not huge news, but big news. The NMA Board of Governors met today, and they signed off on a fall sports package that will start February 22nd.
Yep. Soccer's got
This
10
is,
games.
soccer, football, volleyball. Soccer will
Cross
start
country.
March 1st. But this is all tentative. This NMA is still waiting on the governor and everybody to approve it all. But hey, shout out to the NMA. They have been working so hard this entire pandemic for over a year, trying to do what's best for the students, trying to work with the governor and get everything. So hey, shout out to them.
It's been a hard uphill battle for them too. You know, it's
tough.
It's hard to hold people back from sports. You get backlash from that. But if you start it too soon and kids start getting sick, then you're also getting the tail end of that.
That's
so
what it is.
big kudos to our friends over at the NMA
Yeah, Sally and
for all
Dusty.
the hard work.
It's
they've
got to
put
be
in.
hard because
Yeah.
what is it? Scott Elder was saying you have 1 COVID case on a team and you have to suspend the whole season.
Yeah, I mean, we're
It's
learning,
hard.
reading through Twitter, seeing all that. I mean, there are several things up in the air, but yeah, I mean, just to come out with that, thank you, NMA, for all the hard work and everything you put into this. I mean,
And hopefully that them and the school districts can work diligently to figure out something that's safe for everybody and get the kids out there.
Even small season. I know
yeah,
if I was my senior.
I think at the end of the day, everybody wants the same thing. Everybody wants the kids to be back out there. Everybody wants the kids to be back in school. But it's got to be done the right way, and big kudos to the
Got to be
NMA
done the right way. It's got to
Yeah.
be safe and
and all the schools,
Yeah, all
for,
the schools.
for putting in their part to try to make this thing happen.
yeah, so if and when you guys get that, thank you very much. I mean, they've been working all year.
Especially for those seniors,
Yeah.
their last year. Especially the ones that aren't going to be playing at the next level. A lot of the best memories I bet we can all attribute from playing sports
Senior
in high
year.
school is your senior year. You want to that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Is that senior season. So
Cautious optimism coming out of here. Hopefully everything can get worked out with the governor and the state. But still, most important thing is the health of all the kids. I mean, it will be nice to see them out, but if we can't get this done safely, I mean, you got to stay the route, and nobody likes hearing that. But hey, NMA out there working hard for everybody. Hopefully this is moves from a tentative schedule to something happening. But thank you very much to the NMA for working hard and getting it out there for us.
what a crazy past couple of weeks.
It
It's
has been.
months
Ups and downs.
a year almost. Imagine, guys, almost a
been
year
almost
ago,
a year.
It
a
has.
year ago, pretty much 11 months ago, or 12 months, or 13
Yeah, we went
months
out in
ago.
March, yeah.
We were in an empty pit for the state championship.
We were there.
We were,
So, I mean, it's
It's good news. The NMA board met today. They approved it, so hopefully we can get some things going. What is it, February 22nd for
22nd.
volleyball, cross-country football, March 1st
Tentative.
for soccer. So
I think just
Tentative.
I think it's just important to just not just for sports, but I think it's just important to get the kids back into school. You know, and let them live let them live their teenage years. You know, and you know, I think that'll help a lot with mental health, and you know, kind of just that's what everybody's kind of, it seems like, looking forward to this year, kind of turning the page on all the COVID stuff. But we're right on the cusp.
Yep.
But we just still got to do
Still
our part and get
play
these
it.
numbers down, and try to return everything
gotta
back
work
to
on
normal.
vaccinations, everything else.
Yeah.
So not everything out of the woods. I mean, many things still have to happen, but
It'd be interesting though, like a little small team. It's pretty much, they said, like 10 games for soccer, 5 games for football, 3 meets for cross country, and 12 games for volleyball. And it
It's-
seems like
it's tight, compact. We'll see if it happens. I mean, they did their due diligence, put it in. We'll see if it happens. I mean, a lot of things still up in the air. They have to meet the guidelines with the governor still. So
I know
Speaking-
we're tired
cautious
of,
optimism.
We're tired of no sports, that's for sure.
Speaking of scheduling, why don't we go over the schedule for this week, guys?
Scheduling.
Yeah, we'll start off. I mean, you saw it today. Rewatch it at 3 o'clock. It's the morning drive, or the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. Talked about all that's happening today. You know, the NMA coming out with their board. Lobos, see what Jeff and JJ have to say today at 3, and then that's always streaming at 7 to 10, Monday through Friday.
Always streaming on our social media platforms. Also, earlier today, we shot the Game Face Live, the Henry T podcast. Guest Ira Harge Sr. was on today with friend of the program, Fred Holtberg.
Good old Fred.
New Mexico Games aficionado, and number one Lobo fan.
Oh yeah, Fred is number one
great
New Mexico
guy.
sports fan. Anything related to sports in New Mexico, Fred Holtberg.
Big help to us at the senior games.
Hey,
I'll
man.
never forget that. Fred running around, doing his thing.
Just retired as the executive director of the New Mexico Games. He has earned his retirement, but you'll still see him out there. And then tonight, 10 o'clock, part 2. We were out in Clovis last week for Local Focus with Sebastian Noel. You saw Justin Webskowski this week. UNM commit Jaden Phillips. He'll be on there, so check him out.
Nice. That's sick that you guys were able to get some Clovis kids onto the program there with Local Focus.
Oh yeah, man, that's really
That's
good.
what it's all about. And let's go to who's on the Steve Davis show tomorrow.
Steve Davis show. We're working that one out still, so
Okay.
big mystery. Tune in.
To be continued. And Sports Desk 11:30. We have Dana Pappas on the show
From the NMAA.
From the NMAA, aficionado of the officials.
Lead officials,
see
have the
what
officials
you
there.
did.
So
You know what? And she's won some accolades with reffing and all that. So excited to have Dana. on
that's
the
a big
show.
one. Watch that one because that might be an insight too. Will the refs be able to get back with this
And
pandemic?
Flora Empowering Talk, Broken Mending Heart Ministries, all kinds of stuff coming your guys'
Great stuff.
way.
Go to our website, check out that list if it's there.
Go. Gotta go.
Gotta go. Hey, nothing today,
Good
Sebastian.
job, y'all.
Bye.